Take it easy. All right. We're going to talk about the song. This is The Gospel of Rock. And this is a song that was originally written by Jackson Browne. It was written in 71. The story goes, there's more to the story than what I'm going to say, but the short version of it is that his car broke down in Arizona. He was traveling, I guess, from the LA area, and he spent a couple days basically stranded trying to get his car fixed. And in the process of all that happening, he actually couldn't. He had to abandon his car and get a lift back, and basically on the way, he started writing the song, and the song, he was in Winslow, Arizona, so that's in the song. But he couldn't finish the song, and then he played it for Glenn Frey, and Glenn basically kept pestering him to finish the song, because he actually wanted to put it on the Eagles debut album, their first album, and also Jackson Browne was coming out with his first album, but he didn't think it was going to be ready in time. So Jackson Browne actually didn't put it on his first album, but the Eagles did, and the rest is history. It became an instant hit. It went to number 12 on the Billboard Top 100. This is in 72, and it's considered to be the Eagles' one of their best songs, if up there, the top 5 or the top 3. I always think it. I always also think of this song as one of their best myself. Obviously, you got Hotel California, certain other songs that just But anyway, what I thought we would do here is we'll talk more about the details, but I wanted to mention that the Glenn Frey added that Jackson Browne was stuck a little bit with the lyrics. He didn't feel the song was completely finished, and he had, for the second verse, he had, "Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona," and then Glenn Frey almost immediately was like, "Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me." Now, apparently, according to Jackson Browne's story, that actually did happen to him. Something like that happened to him. Maybe he told Glenn Frey, and then that's how Glenn Frey came up with that line. But now, Jackson Browne said, this is a quote, that Glenn Frey finished the song in spectacular fashion, and what's more, he arranged it in a way that was far superior to what I had written. Now, it is true that when Jackson Browne eventually recorded his own version of the song, it did not chart at all, whereas the Eagles, and in fact, I will say this, that I'm 53 now, and in my 53 years, I don't think I had ever heard Jackson Browne's version of the song, and I didn't even realize that he actually wrote most of it, and Glenn Frey only added a little bit of lyrics, and the arrangement as well. So I would love to hear Jackson Browne's original arrangement. But if you do listen to Jackson Browne's version, it is different than the Eagles' version in many different ways, even the lyrics. And we're actually gonna go over some of the differences in the lyrics. So let's now this series is called The Gospel of Rock. We're really focusing a lot on the deeper dimensions of these songs and the lyrics. And Jackson Browne is, now at that time, he was a relative nobody. Now he's considered to be one of the greatest lyricists in rock music, rock and pop music, ever. And I would concur with that myself. This song is ostensibly, on the surface, it's about it's about cars and women, right? Running down the road trying to loosen my load. I've got 7 women on my mind. 4 that want to own me, 2 that want to stone me. One just says she's a friend of mine. Now, I guess when you hear this song when you're young, you kind of take it seriously and you think that that's what's really going on. But it's a great opening line. But the point of it being, I got a lot on my mind. Lots of stuff here on my mind. Now, of course, when you're young, you do have women on your mind. And for a guy, you have women, young men have women on their mind all the time. So sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes that's not such a good thing. But take it easy. This is the chorus. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Obviously, it's again taking the metaphor, using the metaphor of driving in the cars, the automobiles, and applying it to the mind, the wheels of the mind turning. Lighten up while you still can, while you're still, your wheels are still turning. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. It's wisdom. It's the wisdom of the ages right there. That was... Okay. Verse 2. Here we go. Verse 2. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, and such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down and take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. Is this, at this point, the maybe and the baby are kind of trite. Now, were they trite at that point? Probably so. This is early 70s. That would be an interesting thing to look up, is all the songs that rhyme maybe and baby. But come on, baby, don't say maybe. I got to know if your sweet love is going to save me. Now, it's so true in relationships that we're looking to the other person to save us on some level. And we think that they're going to do that. And when they don't, that's part of the disillusionment that we feel in relationships is, this is not working out the way I thought it would, and I still got all this, the world of troubles on my mind. We may lose and we may win, though we may never be here again. We will never be here again. I think it's also we may never be here again, which I think is a better way of putting it than we will never be here again. Although, yeah, because it has, it could mean we may never be in our bodies ever again. There's only one life, or reincarnation. So open up, I'm climbing in, so take it easy. Now, I always took that to be an innuendo of sorts. And a kind of a cool sexual reference there. And, the Eagles were known for, I guess you would say, misogynistic lyrics, like Witchy Woman and One of These Nights. And from what I understand, they had people, when they played their concerts, they had roadies go out in the crowd and find the best looking women to come back stage with them, and you can only guess what happened. But the same with a lot of bands back in the 70s. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what happened. And so when I hear this, when I hear the Eagles doing this, that's what I think of. When I hear Jackson Browne, not so clear. But when I hear whether Jackson Browne meant that or whether that was an addition by Glenn Frey, who knows? Verse 3. While I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load, this is after the solo, I got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover, she's so hard to find. So again, he's talking about the girl. One says she's a friend of mine, but now he's looking for a lover, not a friend, who won't blow my cover. Now, what does that mean? It's a great rhyme. It sounds cool. You can only guess, really, but it's actually a great line. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. That's basically how it ends, right there. Oh, I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. And then it ends without outro, which I don't think Jackson Browne does. Well, we're gonna look at his version next. The outro is, we got it easy, we ought to take it easy. Now that is like, I always took that to be talking to us as humans, speaking to our soul, to our heart and soul, and maybe also, this is such an American song. It's like a country, one of the first country western rock songs. Like, you hear the song and it sounds country western. It's got the banjo in it. I mean, the Eagles version. The Jackson Browne version had the pedal steel, which was very, very cool. Which also you could say is country western, but the banjo gives it that even more that country feel. The other part of the song that makes it so cool is that you do feel like it's like a driving song. It's like you're in the car and you're running down the road. It's got that energy and that movement of driving and the feel of the open road. So what was I going to say? We got it easy. We ought to take it easy. I think a lot of that, like, when I look at this country, the United States of America, I think how people here, in relative to other countries of the world, people here do have it quite easy. This song, and there's a big, excuse me, I think, there's definitely like a very deep message with this song. It's what I'm trying to get at. On the surface, again, it's about women and cars and rock and roll and the lowest common denominator, like picking up chicks. On a much deeper level, though, it's about salvation. This series that I'm doing is called The Gospel of Rock, and one reason I'm doing this song is because the narrator of this song is looking for salvation. He's looking for a love that will save him, and he's looking to free his mind, to find peace of mind. That's what I love about this song so much, is that it it can be read on all these different levels, and it does, it catches your from the very start with that first line, which is like one of the greatest opening lines in rock music. It catches you, and you got to keep listening. It's the hook. He's got the hook. Let's go over, before I say more, let's go over Jackson Browne's version. Now I'm standing on the corner. It's slightly different. Some slightly different words. Yeah. I heard a version actually where Jackson Browne, an early version where Jackson Browne sang some different lyrics. I think it was a live version that I heard. Obviously, it must be a live version, but I would love to hear what Glenn Frey changed about the song. I don't know. I'm sure someone has done something on this, but and Glenn Frey is gone now, so he can't speak for, and he might not even remember exactly. But if he were around, anyway. I was gonna say something else. Yeah, so the lover that won't blow your cover, she's just a little hard to find. And you could say, there's the hard and the easy. And there's that, he was using that word for a reason, to juxtapose it against the easy. Take it easy. But finding the lover that won't blow your cover, or finding salvation, you could say, it ain't such an easy thing. It's, as it's been said, it's very simple, but it ain't easy. Truth is simple, but it ain't easy. Now, the other problem with Take It Easy obviously was a, I believe it was already a saying out there when he wrote the song. It hasn't become that because of the song, but Take It Easy was around for a long time. People say take it easy. Hey, take it easy. Which isn't something you always want to hear, when someone says take it easy to you. It means like calm down, don't get so uptight. But if you're feeling uptight and feeling upset, you don't want to hear that. You also don't want to hear that salvation, in a sense, is a little bit of a journey. I have a lot to say about this, actually, but I will say that, finding peace of mind, if it were that easy, then everyone would be at peace, right? People would be walking around in joy, feeling the love and spreading the love, and that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to be somewhat rare in this world, and we need the music to help us to take it easy, and to the music is the salvation, and a great song like this has that power. It has the power to uplift, to bring you back to the joy, and to the feel of the open road and the freedom of flying down the road and singing, and so much more. But and I would say this song is a marvel, and this song can blow your, this song, you know, if you really dwell on it, which what we're trying to do, it can blow your mind how good it is, and how in just 3 verses how much it actually says, and how it has impacted our society and our culture since it came out 50 years ago. Wow, it's been 50 years, and it's had, you know, it's one of those songs that's Americana. It's almost the Eagle. It's not the Eagles. It's Eagles are Americana. You know, they're like a fixture of our American society here. The band, you know, one of the great bands, one of the great American bands. I don't want to, you know, I've been doing this for 21 minutes now, so maybe that's enough. But thank you for listening. I love your comments. I'd love to hear any thoughts you have on this, and take it easy. Till next time.